Today is Saturday, the 25th of February, 2023. This is day 5 of my weekend course, and I genuinely don't mind giving my weekends up when I've got a bunch like this. These guys have been absolutely A1, Class A, brilliant guys. So it's the brand spanking new project of setting up the site over in the project of NEOM in Saudi Arabia. So I'm particularly excited to see what we're going to get. And Jason, Jason, who's Jason? James, or Jimbo, as we like to refer to him. I will start the timer, my friend, when I hear your dulcet tones. Good luck, team.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NEOM project, The Line. My name is James Tebbett, and I am the Senior Project Manager for this once-in-a-lifetime experience at The Line. I have 25 years experience behind me, and I now live in Riyadh itself. Our company, Desert Innovation, has been going from 1973 and has experience of working in the Middle East for the last 32 years. We have a great rapport with our contractors and the main client, NEOM, who are owned by the Public Investment Fund. This site is north of the Red Sea, east of Egypt, across the Gulf of Aqaba, and south of Jordan. The total area of NEOM is 26,500 kilometers squared, or 10,000 square miles, and is approximately going to be 35 times the size of New York City. This project was announced on the 24th of November 2017 and funded by Mohammed bin Salman. The cost to be said of $500 billion, but as the chronic incline, it could even triple to this. From all of our team members coming up, we hope to provide you with a happy workforce, competition, completion on time, and on a budget. We are recycling water, glass, timber, and plastic to help the environment, trying to reduce the carbon footprint. Using solar energy on a large scale also helps us to achieve this and keep costs to a minimum. Enough from me. Here is Jason Jilks, our Senior Site Manager.
Thanks, James. My name's Jason. I'm a Senior Site Manager here for our proposed site setup at The Line. Myself, I've been working in the Middle East for several years now, various projects from distribution to retail. So I'll take you through our proposal for the site setup. This will cater for approximately 2,000 workers at any one time. Obviously, the site will be much larger than this, but because of the distance, this compound is going to be spanning. We are proposing several compounds staggered as the works progress along the line. Main entry into the compound will bring you into a bus terminal, which will ferry workers from local communities, local towns, and will also provide contractor parking. Bus terminals will also ferry people to various routes along the line as works progress. Once into the main parking compound, you'll then go through biometric security into the main compound itself, where you have access to the principal contractor site office. Offices will also provide hot for any contractors, and there will be the main induction area within that compound. Toilets, showers, and welfare facilities are also in this compound. These toilets cater for European and squatting toilets as well, and these will be double stacked with the showers. We'll also have site welfare double stacked in this area as well, catering, as I say, for up to 2,000 contractors at any one point. Prayer rooms are also provided within this main compound, along with a smoking area. First aid and a temporary hospital also is provided in this area. Now, this area, as I say, is controlled by biometric security. So once in this area, if there is any need to evacuate because of fire, you will come to the fire assembly point that's designated for this compound. Do not leave this area and go to another fire assembly point, because the biometric will control who is where at any one point. Leaving this main compound, you'll then leave the main site compound into the main working area with pedestrian routes around both sides, so that you can get to plant material storage, fuel and cost storage, and access the main work compound itself. Once entering this compound, PPE requirements are the full 5 points of PPE at any one time: hard hat, a gloves, glasses, and boots. Remember, on here in the fire alarm, make your way to the nearest fire assembly point in the work area that we're in. Do not enter back to the main site compound. Head to the fire assembly point for this area. And on that note, I'll pass you to Lucas, who's going to go through some health and safety points.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Lucas Gronkowski, and I am the Health and Safety Manager on the NEOM construction project in Saudi Arabia. My main responsibility is to ensure the safety of all workers on site and protect their surrounding community and environment. With my 10 years experience in health and safety in various construction sites around the world, I am well equipped to lead of the team of safety specialists and oversee the implementation and enforcement of safety policy. As you may know, the working on the construction sites comes with its own set of challenges, particularly on the hard climate condition of Saudi Arabia. However, I am committed to ensuring that all the workers are fully trained and equipped with necessary personal protective equipment to avoid hazard of their health and safety. I am proud to be part of this important project and look forward to continue our work in a safe and sustainable manner. Now, like my colleague previously, just because I'm the health and safety manager, I just want to give a little bit more details regarding the detailed fire plan. We got a couple of points, which is the most important, of course, which I'll be giving to you the guys in the short list. Which the first one with the prevention measure, which does including design buildings in an infrastructure with the fire-resistant materials, keep construction sites clean and free of debris, which can easily lead to ignition, strictly enforce of no smoking policies, check and replace electrical equipment to ensure they meet current fire safety standards. The number two, we got early warning and detections. So we'll be installing the smoke detectors, heat sensors, and sprinkler system throughout the construction site to early detect and execution of the fires, of any fires. Next point, we have to look on the clear evacuation procedure, which of course, that will be developed clear and well communicating evacuation procedure, so that can employees and the visitors can quickly and safely exit the construction site of the event of the emergency. Next point, which we have to look after, will be comprehensive fire safety training, which of course we will be ensured that all the employees receiving comprehensive fire safety training and know how to respond in case of fire. In the next point, we have to look on the regular safety checks, which checks will be conducted by qualified professionals, can help identify and address potential fire hazard before they rise. The last point on this fire plan will be that all these measures should be strictly adhered by all the employees and visitors on the construction site. In addition to provide additional safety measure, we may also consider this defeat and clear safety zone and placing visibly signs indicating them, conducting regular evacuation drills, evacuation drills, providing an adequate amount of the fire safety equipment on the construction site, conducting initial screening of all the new employees to ensure they are fully trained and be aware of fire safety regulation. In case of any fire hazard, all personnel on the construction site should be immediately report to that problem, and rescue measures should be taken promptly. The next point, which I want to explain to you guys, is the emergency response plan for accidents. Then we got communication plan, which will be establish a clear communication plan for reporting accidents to the appropriate person. Ensure that all workers have a way to report accidents or potential hazards, such as hotline or designate person. Train all workers on the communication plan to ensure that they understand the importance of reporting accidents. Evacuation plan. Develop an evacuate plan for each area of the workplace. Post evacuation maps in visible area through the workplace. Conduct regular evacuation drills to ensure that workers know what to do in case of emergency. Medical response plan. Establish a medical response plan that included procedure for providing first aid and emergency medical service. Train designate person of first aid and CPR. Ensure that the first aid supplies and emergency medical equipment are readily available and easy accessible. Containment plan. Establish a containment plan for accident that involve hazardous materials. Train workers on the containment plan and ensure that they understand importance of containing spills or leaks. Ensure that appropriate personal protective equipment is available to use when they're handling hazardous materials. In the next point, we got the investigation and reporting plan, which develop procedure for investigate and reporting accidents. Train designate person or on accident investigate procedure. Establish a process of reporting accidents to relevant authorities and keeping records of all accidents and incidents. In the last point on this rule, we got review and implement plan. So we have to regularly review and update the emergency response plan based on the new information and or changes of the workplace. Conduct regular drills and exercise to the test of efficiency and of the emergency response plan. Use the results of the drills and exercise to identify area for improvement and make necessary changes to the emergency response plan. All workers on site should be trained on the emergency response plan and know the rules and responsibility in case of the emergency. The emergency response plan should be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure that it's effective and addressing potential accidents or emergencies. The last point which I guys wanted to explain to you with the traffic management procedure. Here we just make the 8 main points, which looks like all the vehicles entering and leaving the site must follow designated road and speed limit 10 miles per hour to ensure the safe movements. Traffic signs and road marking will be installed to guide drivers to ensure that they are aware of any potential hazards. All drivers will be required to have a valid drive license and must undergo a safety briefing before operating any vehicles on site. Traffic management team will be employed to oversee traffic management on site and ensure compliance with all traffic rules and regulation. All vehicles will undergo regular maintenance and inspection to ensure they are in good working condition. Pedestrian walkways and crossing will be clearly marked and separate from vehicle traffic to ensure pedestrian safety. All workers and visitors will be required to wear high visibility clothing when on site to ensure they are visible to drivers. And last point, the vehicle will not be allowed to park in authorized areas to prevent obstructions of traffic flow. Communication and coordination. Regular communication will be maintained between the traffic management team and site management to ensure the smooth flow of traffic. Coordination will be established with local authorities and emergency service to ensure prompt response in case of any accident or incident. Conclusion. This traffic management plan will be implemented to ensure the safety of all workers and visitors at the NEOM site setup project. All drivers and pedestrians must comply with the traffic rules and regulation to prevent any accident or incident. Regular maintenance and inspections of the vehicle will be carried out to ensure they are in good working condition. The traffic management team will be responsible for overseeing traffic management on the site, ensuring compliance with the traffic rules and regulation. So like you see guys on the screen as well, that was all the main rules which we're looking after. And me like the health and safety manager, I'll be definitely look after this one. Thank you. And I'll be passing now to Johnny, which is our chief of the workers, and he's just give you guys a little bit information regarding the documents control. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Like Lucas said, I am the chief of the workers. My name is Jan Gronkowski. My job is to manage the workforce, ensuring they have the skills and resources to get the job done. I work closely with the team to ensure the project is completely on time and with the budget, and creating the positive work environments. Now we'll present the list of the documents control that need to be prepared for the project. It's like the site plan and drawings, project specification, pre-construction phase plan, temporary works plan, induction biometric file, risk assessment, method statements, permits and license, health and safety plans, environmental regulation, emergency plans, cost regulation, and the last one is the CSCS certification. Thanks for that. That's all from my side.
Welfare. All right. Welfare. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sidia, Assistant Manager of Desert Innovation. I will be taking you through our welfare assessment today. As we have up to 2,000 workers working on site, it's one of our priority that we so we provide them a comfortable welfare. So myself and my colleagues decided to have a different working shift, as we could only provide 60 cabins of canteen, each containing 4 tables with 4 chairs, and then with 4 chairs on each table. We have 2 fridge, 2 microwaves, 2 kettles, suitable drinking water, a bin for rubbish and leftover foods, and we have a rat trap to prevent rats and insects in each of the canteen. Now to toilets. We have a 40 cabin of toilet, each containing 5 cubicles, as we also have Muslim workers working on site. We managed to install Muslim showers to avoid them leaving bottles and cups in the toilets. We also have 5 sinks with soaps, 5 dryers in each cabin of toilets. Among these 40 toilets, among these 40 cabins, 25 of them are for men and 15 for female. And we also have separated toilet for in case we have any disabled visitors. We have 200 shower rooms, 100 of them are for men, and then 50 for female. Now, the changing rooms, we have 44 cabin of changing rooms. 30 of them are for men and 14 for female. Each of these cabin contain 50 lockers, 5 double-sided bench with hangers, ventilation in each of the cabins. We also provide smoking areas, as we won't tolerate anyone smoking on site. And site offices, induction rooms, meeting rooms, enough to contain all. We also provide playing rooms, as we have different fields working on our site. Thank you. Now I'm passing you to James, who will be taking you through our site rules. Thank you.
Afternoon, everybody. This is an induction procedure and checklist on the NEOM project, The Line. The induction takes place in the induction room. Day 1 inductions are Sunday to Thursday, 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And day 2, we have a biometric setup, Sunday to Thursday, 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Interpreters will be present in this place. No inductions or works to take place on Fridays or Saturdays. Health and safety law posters are displayed in here and around all the site compound. You need proof of your right to work by filling in the correct form with proof of your passport. If there is a fire, follow the fire exits out of the compound and into the fire assembly area. There will be a facial recognition system on entry to site. CCTV and drones will operation 24 hours a day. A site compound map will be given out to each individual, and there is a map with information in the canteen. Site opening hours are 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you have any medical conditions, please let your manager know. Use the designated walkways and crossover points. 110-volt tools only on site, along with battery-operated tools. Please use the battery charging points. No other areas will be acceptable and they'll be thrown away. All deliveries must be booked in. The prayer room will be open at all times. There's a permit to work system for hazardous work. In extreme weather conditions, please take extra precautions. There are 5 mandatory points of PPE on this site: safety boots, high-vis vests, gloves, reissue and sand goggles, and hard hats. And report all instances of near misses to your supervisor or manager. There will be a strict yellow and red card system in place. No returning after a red card to site. All environmental, health and safety documents, cost documents register, temporary work files, induction information, biometric files, pre-construction phase files and construction phase files are kept in the site office. There are 5 qualified mental health officers on site. If you feel any need to talk to them, please do so. This is what they're here for. And please be kind and respect everyone on site, no exceptions. Now on to the site rules on the line. Rule 1, there are 5 mandatory points of PPE on this site: safety boots, high-vis vests, gloves, reissue sand goggles, hard hats, and you can wear glasses for specific tasks. Follow the pedestrian walkways at all times. No smoking on site. Please use the designated areas. Do not work and use your phone. If you need to make a call, stand still, talk to the people, and then resume your work. Keep your working area clean and tidy. There are bins around the site. Always use them. No eating or drinking fizzy or cordial drinks. Do not enter restricted areas. No transistor radios on site, or headphones or earphones under your hat. Traffic management is on site. Please be aware of this and use the signage at all times. Fire extinguishers are on site. When you hear the fire alarm, stop work immediately. If you think you can handle the fire, then do so. If in any doubt, please leave site. Take responsibility for your own personal safety and work to your method statement. Do not cut any corners. These only cause near misses and accidents. If you have an accident or a near miss, report it immediately. If you see anything unsafe or in poor condition, report it immediately. Keep all walkways and fire exit routes clear at all times. All vehicle drivers must wear the appropriate PPE when outside of their vehicle, and all vehicle drivers must stay with their vehicle. No personnel shall indulge in fighting, horseplay, or practical jokes. No illegal drugs or alcohol are to be brought onto site. No noisy work to take place between 8 p.m. and 7 a.m. Toilets, washrooms, and all welfare must be kept clean and tidy. Defibrillators are on site. Do not play with these. These are for emergency, and maybe one day you might need one yourself. No cameras on site. Anyone found posting on any media sites will be prosecuted. All personnel to keep hydrated and use sunscreen at all times. First aid personnel are on site. They are indicated with the green badge and the white cross, usually on their helmets or on their high-vis vest. Any person found damaging or vandalizing any plant, material, or welfare facilities or safety equipment will be removed from site. All scaffold and mobile towers, podiums and hop-ups, including delta decks, must be tagged and dated. Lone working on site is allowed, but only under a permit system. And dress code is short sleeves and full-length trousers to be worn. No shorts or vests. Thank you very much for listening. I'll pass you on to Dimitri, our assistant site manager.
Yeah, good morning to everyone. My name is Dimitri and I am assistant site manager. I'll tell you about safety signs we're going to use on our site. Construction safety signs are not put up for the decoration, but they are deliver important bits of information, let you know about hazards to watch out for and requirements that you must obey. And failing to understand the meaning of them might mean you lose your life or your job. All our signs will be displayed everywhere on our construction site, from site hoardings and entrance points to various locations. We will use all types of safety signs: prohibition, mandatory, warning, emergency, and fire safety. Sometimes barrier tape can be used to mark dangerous locations. We will use also combination safety signs. To deliver specific information to our workers, we will use different types of posters, for example, about the hydration, manual handling, etc. And we will introduce posters which will ask workers do not interfere with the local tribes. And other posters which will provide information about dangerous animals which you can meet in the deserts: spiders, scorpions, etc. From other side, we will display clearly. We will display signs for local tribes, which will be clearly shows potential hazards for them from our side. And of course, we gonna display HAC law poster, site safety policy statement, and site rules poster. Thanks, and I'm passing it to Sidia, please.
All right, guys. Mental health. As we all know, mental health is becoming a very serious in construction industry. Mental health is the foundation for our health and well-being. It gives us the ability to cope with everyday pressure. It helps us bounce back from difficulties and manage other changes in our lives. Anyone can suffer from poor mental health. Mental health problems are characterized by changes of thinking, mood, and/or behavior, and include anxiety and depression. In general, employment has a effect, positive effect on people's mental health. It can provide a sense of purpose, self-worth, opportunity to meet new people, make friends. Being in work can also help being in work can also help in recovery of those with mental health problems. So in that case, one of our reasons is one of the reasons why we organize some sport events like sport annual events like football competition and many others to help people experiencing mental health. We outline the organization committee to the health of its employers through a mental health policy. We also provide mental health training. We make employees aware that it is safe for them to discuss mental health problems without fear of job loss or harassment or isolation. We encourage employees to take regular breaks and leave entitlement, allow them to control over the space of their work. However, various factors in workplaces can cause stress or increase the risk of developing or worsening existing mental health problems. This includes workloads, lack of support, long working hours, poor management practices, bullying or harassment, lack of communication, and so on. Let's take UK for an example. Between 10% to 55%, the full-time workers may experience mental health. Mental health is a major area of focus in construction industry, estimated estimates suggest around 450 construction workers taking their own lives every year, leaving their families behind. This is very, very sad indeed. So we organize a team of 5 and train them to communicate with workers regularly. We have posters with numbers and all the information you might need to get the help you need. If you are not, in case you are not able to talk to our mental health team, so please don't hide it. Come forward. We are ready to listen. Seek help, as we are all here to help each other come to site, work safely, and go back to our family safely. So please, again, don't hide it. Don't be shy about it. You will not get any harassment from anyone. You will not get any bully from anyone. Come, let's all help each other as we are here as a family, and then go back to our families. Thank you so much for listening. Now I'm passing it to Lucas. Thank you.
Hello again, guys. And finally, we got some employee advice and information. So I just give it a short list of the things which, of course, will be on our site and you guys can free to use. The workers who we are focusing our time and attention to, as they are important to these projects. Schools will be set up to improve education and the opportunity to learn different languages. Opportunities for the local tribes to attend culture programs to help them more assimilating to the working environment. Exceptional welfare facilities for all. Free Wi-Fi, of course, after work, if needed. Multiple sport activities such as football, netball, swimming, and tennis are available for workers to take part in a socialize. Horse and camel race meetings to attend. Outdoor evening cinema. Book clubs, art nights, and the other hobbies are available to attend. Jenedraya National Festival is in the right, and transportation will be allocated for those who wish to attend. Saudi National Day will be on the 23rd of September, and the holidays for this will be recognized. And finally, the rule 21, no northerners to bring their whippets and flat caps. No bitter shandies, must say de instead of te, and don't mean about the weather. Thank you very much, guys. This is everything from us. If you guys got any questions, anything is you guys don't understand, you need any more explanation, we're free here to help with our team. So yeah, feel free to ask anything. Hope that information was useful, and of course, give us nice and safety work area. Thank you very much.
Let's give that a round of applause. Come on, guys. Come on. Well, another 32 minutes, 32 minutes, 32 seconds. How weird. 3 presentations, all 3 in the 32-minute category. That's very bizarre. Right then. Okay, so could I invite the first question, please?
Yeah, I'll go. James, how do you get around using, I heard in your induction there that you were going to reuse the water and you were going to use, did I hear, what's the word I'm looking for? Solar power. I didn't see any of that touched on your first part of your induction.
Solar power is not in the induction.
Look,
It's there,
I'm pretty sure
it's there in the plant. It's there. It's, you won't see it. It will be just regenerated.
Okay, cool. Lovely.
I got one. I didn't see any walkways for pedestrians on your, I don't know if I missed it. There wasn't no separate walkways with pedestrians and the vehicles on your drawing.
On the side setup, it just only shows the main screen. Of course, it shows just the area, but of course, all the maps but the roads and everything will be so small closely on each corner of the area. So of course, and also we'll be passing the map to all the workers and the visitors because the site is quite big. So of course, we'll be passing the papers and with the maps to works around the area.
So is there
Main,
so
main
that's
walkways around the main working area.
okay.
Jimbo, in your stuff you presented in terms of the fire extinguishers and if there's a fire, do you have a designated person within like a group who will be trained to deal with a fire, small fire, if one does occur?
Yeah, I mentioned if you think you can attend the fire, then please do so. But if you don't think you can handle it, simply just walk away, go to your nearest fire exit, and then to the muster point.
Excellent. Okay, mate. Thank you. Bill, do you have anything you want to ask or review?
No, I'm happy with it, mate.
Yeah, one thing for me, I think you probably mentioned it, but I said you mentioned that the speed limit is 10 miles per hour. So according to deliveries, drop off, collection, waste disposal, once any machinery or any vehicles or any lorry enter the site, how do you manage that? Do you present a marshal along with the lorries, or you just allow them to drive on site by themselves?
No, of course, will be so many trained people. There will be the traffic marshals on the each really working area. Will be many people around the area just to look after all the drivers. And like you see on the compound, it's only one-way traffic, so that's how it looks with the lorries and deliveries. But yes, definitely will be so many traffic marshals around the area to help all the drivers and all the delivery people to help them just to look after the site.
Okay, all right.
So just looking at your picture, it's one-way traffic. So how do you get to the Kosh store if I am by the assembly point?
It will be the small alleyway to go left and right from the main circular roads.
So you cut across. Is that
That's
what you're
right.
saying?
That's right.
Okay. Cool.
I've just got a quick one, just while we've got time. You said in the welfare that you can have rat traps.
Yes.
But you also said in your signage, you're going to warn people of lots of other animals like scorpions and stuff. So what's the plan for those kind of potential? And what other animals are we likely to get out there apart from scorpions?
Hello? Sorry.
Yeah, so you mentioned on your, I forget who it was now that did signage. I think it was Dimitri.
Yeah, this was
There'll
me.
be signage warning of the potential of scorpions and other dangerous animals that's in that we could come across. So, but you've got rat traps for rats. Have you got a procedure for scorpions? And what other animals had you identified that potentially could visit us on site?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have.
So what other animals then, apart from scorpions, Dimitri? What did you identify as the potential?
That's gonna be rats.
There's rats in the desert. I've heard of desert rats, but that was something else.
No, I saw they're gonna come. It's gonna be snakes. Few types of snakes, which is quite dangerous.
So if somebody sees a snake on site, then what's the procedure for that? Are they poisonous out there?
Yeah, they are. So just to stop work and ask for assistance. Yeah.
Ask the snake for assistance.
Yeah, no, not the snake, but call someone. Call your manager.
Okay. Another one. 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. Why so long opening times?
The different bus journeys coming in at different times.
Oh, it's like a shift system.
Well, not necessarily, but people might leave at 4 to get there for 6, or people might leave at 6 to get there for 8.
Oh, right. So they don't. Right. Okay, that's site opening times, not working. Right. Okay, I get you.
Correct. Site opening times.
I get you. I get you. You said the red card system. If somebody was to red card somebody, and obviously with different cultures, with different standards, what protection could we expect for us managers if somebody decided to take some retribution on us?
Good question.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that one a lot.
Yeah. Obviously, we'd have to look at their RAMs, what actually they were doing to get the red card. And with our solicitors, highly trained, we can inform them.
Right, okay. Could I have somebody like Tony come and be my bodyguard, maybe? And do my security? That's what I'm looking
Pay
for.
up. Pay up.
Right, that's it. That's more than 5 minutes of questions. Well done, guys. Well done, good. Final round of applause. Applause, applause, applause. Well done. Well done. Well done. Let me just stop the recording.